online esports betting. Dota, CSGO, Overwatch, Hearthstone, and many more. Bet on tournament matches or in-game events while viewing them live. Deposit using money, bitcoins, or even skins. Join LootBet now. Use the code you see here when you deposit and grab your bonus.
Good evening, good morning, good afternoon, wherever you may be in the world. Welcome to the StarSeries I-League. My name is Switchblade J. I'm going to be taking you through our first series of the night between Splyce and Swole Patrol. Kicking off Group B, in case you've missed it, Group A has already been decided at this point. Rogue and E United are forward to the quarterfinals. In Complexity, Splyce, Swole Patrol, and Ghost are up to join them. The question at the moment is which two will be the case. Splyce and Swole Patrol. Now, I took a look at this matchup, and I'm not the most proficient in North American CS, but I definitely looked at this and I was like, there are a number of names that stand out to me. And it seems like that this might be a very interesting match indeed. They have faced each other in the past during the ECS North American qualifiers and had a decently close map on Cobblestone. Mirage has not been played between these two, and they have been pretty even so far overall. You know, the other map they played was Train, it was 16-3, but Splyce only twice, not a whole major pool of results to pull from to try and like gain a decent prediction right here. So I think it's going to be a very close match. Of course, it is best of 3 rules, so we will decide where we stand for this one. The first map is Mirage, as picked by Splyce. Train was picked by Swole Patrol. We're about to find out, well, who's going to come out on top for this first map. Personally, I'm going to predict Splyce. Ever so slightly Splyce, just on the basis that they've won 2 maps against Swole Patrol. Swole Patrol have never won a map against Splyce. The knife round to decide the choices side will come into effect. It's 1 AM over here. Well, it's 11 PM for me over here in the UK, so it's going to be a late night for both of us, my friend. Especially if you're sticking around for our second series of the night. Of course, is the other Group B starter match, Complexity versus Ghost. I don't know if we're taking you through that one, but I'll let you know at the end of this series. The Swole Patrol take the knife round, they take the CT side. Kind of standard, I guess. Always pick CT on Mirage. And Swole Patrol have had a decent shout into a lot of these CT side halves. They've taken on a number of good teams and won it out. They beat Torp in the past. Pretty alright. Actually, it's a relatively strong map considering Splyce picked it, so I'm not sure whether Splyce can walk away in the cleanest manner of forms, so take a look at the pistol round, see who's going to pick this one up. It's utility setup for Splyce, Davey and Semphis. 2 flashbangs, 2 smokes, 1 HE on Semphis. Davies opted for the P250 in his wake, and on Swole Patrol we've got a defuse kit and a smoke in play. Kevlar for most of the other players. Actually, in fact, all for the other players instead. And the CTs go into their default, the T side, out towards the A-bomb site. Splyce quickly going through, drones the first man in. Zelsis is going to be able to take him down. Cutler does return fire. Anton towards the second, firing his way blind through the smoke. Getting bullets relatively close, but not actually able to land the kills. And it's Freakazoid to try and run back to a 3 versus 3, and Cooper will be there to go ahead and join them. And lost the defuse kit as well. They're going to try and see where Ryan dropped. Exotic takes down Silent, 2 on 3 situation. Freakazoid tagged up, Dink down 23 HP, and Cooper's on 7. This is not looking good. As one more kill goes to the favor of the T side, it's all up to Freakazoid, left alone. No, well, he has picked up the defuse kit, but he's got so little HP and 3 players to find. All of them are pretty decent. They tap him up, they're on towards his position. Cutler's going to wrap in from the backstab. And they're ready to shut him down. There it is. The first round on the board for Splyce. I would update the Moobot to correct the exclamation mark caster command, because it's not Tom Beers, rest assured. I have a lot more hair than him. But I'm Switchblade J, I'm your caster for the evening. If there's any mods in the chat right now that do want to change that command for me, it's at SwitchJamie on Twitter. So Splyce for the opening round, the pistol to their favour, the MAC-10s on 2. CZ for Swole Patrol as they force the issue back away. And PT50 on Cooper is the weakest man at the moment here. And Splyce take the peak up, trying to take control of the mid position. They slowly just smoke off. Sniper Nest gaining control. Going into the connector position, but it looks like it's a split towards A. 3 players on the site to find. Brian first down as Drone picks him up. Looks for Zelzis as well. Don't quite get it. Cutler will peek in. Freakazoid going to try and hold on to whatever he can, but eventually he gets tapped up to Cooper, left alone. Outflanked by Semphis and now completely dead to the hands of Semphis. So they're not losing a major amount to Splyce. 2 players down. I think those are mostly SMGs as well. There's nothing wrong with Tombiz? No, there's nothing wrong with Tombiz. Tombiz is a fantastic caster. I'm not him, though. That's all I'm saying. He's too tired. He's been working CIS all day, so... Then again, I've been working CIS all day, so... Eco for Swole Patrol. No Kevlar on the CT board. The flashbang from Cooper tries to use it to enter into the... Actually, no, sorry, he used it on the A-bomb side. So where'd that second flashbang come from? Unless he used it and pushed it in towards connector. But either way, it's being used. It's no longer in play. The T side take confident control of the A-bomb site. Completely uncontested. Silent will try and hold something, but it's very quickly 2 frags return to the Mac 10. Zotic taking 2 frags down. And Drone looking to take a third. Freakazoid out the action. Relatively simple affair here for Splyce. It's just money goes to the favour of the Mac 10 players. And Semphis turns on for a 2K of his own. You're just trying to stir up controversy. Wow. So toxic. Yeah, the bot is wrong. I don't have access to it, so I can't change it. So for the time being, it's just @SwitchJamie on Twitter. .3-0 start for Splyce. Swole have the AWP in play on Cooper, though. The 4M4 was outside of that to back it all up. Head Kevlar on most players. Actually decent considering there's only 1 AK on the T side, and Splyce are going to go quickly in towards this B bomb site. They're going to take such a confident hold of the bomb site? No way. David gets Freakazoid down immediately. Drone's going to push on through towards Market. Gets Zelzis. Can't see Silent. Still holds the presence back in the corner of B. The bomb goes down. 5-on-3 retake up for the Rifles. This should be relatively... I mean, they should be able to hold a decent position. Some players tagged up, but they're just overwhelmed by the numbers, and Swole Patrol are going to opt to back off as a result. Explosive aggression coming in from the Mac 10s, and they even get an M4 to save into the next round. 4-0 start for Splyce, and wow. I don't even know what to comment about that, to be honest. It was just like, you don't expect a T side when they're going to save that many SMGs to be able to win out a round like that. They might be able to win the round, but surely they should have trades against them. The CT should be able to get some frags on the defensive, but no. Just straight up picks. Nothing got traded. And a 5-on-3 that Swole Patrol just had no choice but to concede. Of course, they save the M4s and the AWP, meaning that they can force buy back 2 for Masters on 4 rounds of loss bonus. Drone once again going to take the aggressive angle. This time it's Cooper to catch him off here from short. The AWP focusing fire. Freakazoid also flashed out. Oh, but a good 180 flick to take down one more. Zotic will go low. And opening up Freakazoid for a quick trade right back to CT's holding this down as Cutler falls. Silent to pick up Davey next, and the bomb is dropped for the final frag on the ball for Swole Patrol. And there we go. That's the defensive that we were looking for out of the CT side. 2 players fell. It was confident nonetheless on B. AWP Exotic, the first time that Splyce will have this in play. Who's our caster? My name is Switchblade J, and you can find me on Twitter at SwitchJamie if you are so interested. Johnny Sins, I wish. Smoke's down. Splyce quickly making their way into the A-bomb site, changing things up. It's drones to get the first frag, and instantly a man advantage. Silent's going to try change that by aggressing and running straight for the smoke. None of the T-side players that are here caught this off guard, so maybe they might be able to find a good position. So drone's going to peek in and actually spot him to take his head off his shoulder, so not quite in this case. 5 on 3, and eventually drone will get traded back, but not before one more comes back for the T-side. 4 on 2. Zelsis and Cooper back out towards CT stairs and connector. 2-man advantage for Splyce. Oh, and almost just 3-man advantage right there. Actually, the Molotov will finish the job thanks to the leg shot from the AWP. So, a defuse kit, an M4, a HG, and a Dream. All on the last man here. Zelsis pushing up, spraying Davey. 1 HP remains. It's not to be. Mirage was picked by Splyce. Despite Swole Patrol being extremely confident in the past on this one, they are conceding pretty hard. Of course, it is early days. There's still a number of rounds left to go. But Swole are on a reset eco right here, so if they continue to let these rounds slip away, it's going to start spiraling out of control. The Eagles, PC-50, CZs, out for the CTs at this point in time. 3 pieces of Kevlar, so it is, for all intents and purposes, a quasi-buy from several players. 2 players going to peek in on towards Cutler. Can he get this frag? Yes, Zelsis locks on towards his head, takes him out, gets an AK to work with. And actually, that's the only T-side presence they have outside of going towards middle. Now they form up to head towards short, and Cooper's got a close-range PT-50 lockout, gets a dink on, 1 a kill on the second, and that leaves Zotic on 7 HP. So they finally get a trade back, but a man advantage for Swole Patrol to work off of, and a lot of damage again. Spotted out, Silent takes some good pop shots against Davey, but Davey stays alive. Spray shuts him down. Freakazoid turns the Eagle on towards his head. A 3 on 2 as he gets traded to a 2 on 2. And Sempis turns around for the last one on Zelsis. It's all up to Ryan. Actually, on the backstab, could still get the frag on Sempis, and with this CZ, it's entirely possible for him to clutch this one out. Swole Patrol, meanwhile, will call the pause, so no matter what happens, they will try and take the tactical. They're going to peek up, look for the next man. 7 HP, spots him, takes him down, look for Sempis next. Close range, doesn't know exactly where he is. He will know now. He's got to get this headshot. He's going to clutch it out. Welcome to the server, CZ Go. Hope you enjoy your stay. And Swole Patrol will be boosted in confidence thanks to that clutch play. 1 versus 2 from Ryan. Yeah, it is a tactical pause. Think about things going forward, obviously, because they are vulnerable to a reset again. And at this point, they don't really want Splyce to do that, because then we will really be slipping into out of control territory for the economy and for the match as a whole. The M4's coming back out, the AWP on Cooper. The CT should struggle a little bit to get control of the economy. 2 AWPs coming out. For Silent as well, so heavy investment, the double AWP in from Swole Patrol. I've only got a single AWP from Zotic trying to find a pick towards mid, but no one's really going to challenge it. I've got Freakazoid here who could push out and may end up falling victim if he's not careful. But M4s, 2 of them to take mid control. Ooh, the Molotov burns Cutler down with that help from the grenade. Silent connects a second frag on drone. In a matter of about 7 or 8 seconds, it tips to the favor of Swole Patrol. 1 minute left to go. Sembit's going to try enter. Gets himself 1. Zotic gets the second with the AWP. The Molotov to try and cover off short. Back to evens will go. Splyce still maintaining some manner of control. The bomb has been dropped here towards ramp. So I think at this point it has to commit to A. He can't afford to give up information, and he hasn't got enough time to go the full wrap around back towards the B bomb site. The CT suppressing the other two here from the mid position, but it's all going to come down to Silent versus Davey here. The AWP versus the AK. And where is this AWP looking? Is it looking in the right direction? It was looking towards Palace. It's focusing back on ramp now. Davey has to push in. Cooper's rotating back towards the B bomb site. They think it might not be A. Semphis could backstab into the AWP right here. No, Silent's got it covered and he takes him down. AWP v AWP trade. Davey finally connects that frag to a 2 versus 2. They've got to get the bomb down there, and Frigazoid's still watching from CT. The bomb, also the AWP sitting in from Cooper. He takes down Zoic, he leaves it all on Davey, still with the bomb on his back, and a quick scope comes in. 2 kills for him, and Swole Patrol continue it. 2 rounds in a row, 3 to 5. Splyce stood in the lead, and they have economy. Are they going to buy up? Yes, they are. AK's coming out for the T side. 3 of them. 4 of them. He's like to make it 5. He has enough to... Oh, he doesn't actually actually have enough in the money bank, so you have to get Galil out. Could have gone for a UMP with utility, but... Actually, I think that would have been a smarter idea, to be honest. Splyce are light on the utility belts. 1 full set for Semphis, a flashbang for Cutler, and that's it. Davey will still try and enter. Nothing to lose except his AK and his armor. Cooper spots him with the AWP, tags him, takes him down. Shot towards the chest, opens things up for the Swole Patrol side. Splyce scattered on their early engagement. There was no one really there to... find the trade frag. Frigazoid's going to get his second and keep pushing in for his third. Semphis down. Ryan will get traded. 4 versus 2 situation still. I think he also dropped the bomb in that case, so they know where it is. If they, in theory, they could push in towards the apartments and try and set up a crossfire, but they're actually going to concede that back towards the T side. Because at 40 seconds left, they know that if they're going to get this bomb, they've got to rush in and pick it up and rotate all the way back towards A or push in through B. So the flashbangs over the Swole Patrol know exactly where they are. Drone peeking in. Will get shut down by Cooper's AWP. The bomb dropped yet again. It's all on Cutler. 1 versus 4. 2 low HP players to find, but he's got to deal with this AWP player first. It's Cooper, the main man, taking another shot. Cutler's going to peek up through, and the backstab comes in. No, actually, it's Frigazoid from short. Cutler does deal with him, but meanwhile, a real backstab coming in from Zelsis, and Cooper just holding back on the bomb site. 10 seconds left. He knows Cutler's low. He's only got to use this USP, and we'll peek. We'll take the headshot. We'll bring the 4th to Swole Patrol. Double up sub working extremely well for the CT side so far. Splyce, meanwhile. CZs, Deagles. Glock. It's going to be an eco from them for this one. In theory, Swole Patrol should be able to equalize the scoreline, but again, 3 CZs in play. I'm not going to back down from the possibility that Splyce are going to turn this whole thing around. We've already seen 1 CZ clutch tonight. Maybe 2 from Splyce. Have to find out. They've already gained presence towards mid. Davey, CZ out. He does get the first frag, shutting down the AWP of all things. Ryan pushes, tries to connect on Semphis. Does get that frag. Frigazoid does deal with Davey, so the rifles do maintain order, and Frigazoid turns around for the second. Shut down the rest of this eco round. Splyce, good attempt, you know, great map control, particularly that first frag on Davey. But what's left for the T's that remain is very little. Drone still does get Ryan down, so that's 1 more frag, but a 3rd one and I'd be screaming, but nah, not to be in this case. 5 to 5, Swole Patrol. Equalized against Splyce. They still have enough money to invest and should be dropping some guns out here. Meanwhile, the AWP coming from Splyce. Glass cannon for Zotic. Four AKs will be fully Kevlar up with full sets of utility. Double AWP in play from Swole Patrol. But Cooper is going to take his one aggressive up against Drone. He's going to spot him, turn his way on towards his second. Going to kill Keeper on Ryan and gets the spray for the third. Turning on side, I know he'll get this. Thankfully, the AWP flick ends his life, but not before the damage has been done. 4 on 2. And Cutler will turn on to Silent Freakazoid as the last man that remains. Davey gets his. And a ridiculous play from Drone will keep the lead for Splyce. It's 23 past midnight in the morning. I'm guessing you're in Europe, brother. I'm a little bit further west in the UK, so... Truly an international game here for North American CS. Up for Zelsis. Glass cannon, he tries to take the first shot but misses. Davey and Ko move forward. They haven't accounted for Ryan though. The MP9 sprays down Davey but doesn't get as much done as he thought. Drone takes things back to a 4 versus 4. The Nade trying to do the damage. Splyce trying to maintain control of this one. Zotic trying to put the AWP in play, looking for this one man. Does leg up Silent. The bomb will go down. Meanwhile, Zelsis is pinned and Freakazoid has no choice but to rotate all the way. Little CT to join Cooper. Celsius is spotted and taking down. The AWP is out of play for the CT side. Their main trump card is Silent on 11 HP on this M4. It's probably best for him to save it. He'll go down. Freakazoid will go down. And Cooper just left to lick his wounds and run for the hills. 7 rounds on the board for Splyce. They look to take a very confident T side. Now, the question is, do Swole Patrol buy around the AWP? Do they buy around the AWP? No, is the answer. CZ and PG50, that's about all they got. They're going in for the Eco. Splyce with the full-blown anti-Eco, not wasting any room for breathing here. And the T's will slowly creep in towards the B-bomb site where there is no one holding from the CT side. Flashbang's come over. Freakazoid is going to get this information and realize, yep, it's a B hit. Try hold on for whatever he can, trying to get one of these headshots, but no, it won't go towards his favor. Damage has been done. Zelsis moving in for this one. Ooh, and Cooper and Freakazoid find themselves 2 frags. Hold on a second. Warp and CZ pick 5 on 3. If they can get their hold of the rifle, then maybe that could be a bit more damage done to the T side. Very quickly, they've made their way in towards this one, and Zelsis is going to find that AK. Okay, now we've got something to work with. Zotic's not looking the right way. 2 CTs going to move in from the apartments. Are they going to converge? No, they're just going to look for exit frags. I guess that's fair enough, considering what Swole Patrol have to work with, but for a minute there, it looked like it could have been a little bit more from the CT side. Freakazoid will spot the AWP. Zotic will just about make it out alive. Silent's still going to hunt this man down. He can get this one frag. Davey, no, holds on. Still got an AK out of it, though, so that's something for Swole Patrol. Considering it was an AWP and nothing else, I think that's pretty respectable. They have enough to buy back in as a result. On 3 rounds of loss bonus. The AWP 3 M4s, the AK up against the double AWP from Splyce. What the hell? Okay. What's Semphis planning? He's going out towards the B-bomb site to try and get the early frag on someone like Freakazoid. Question is, will he get it, is the question. Ryan, meanwhile, pushing in from the Swole Patrol side, trying to gain control of ramp, but Zotic spots him with the AWP, takes him down. Zelsis left as the only man now, pushed up aggressive for the CT side. seconds left. Zotic tags up Zelsis, trying to run back. Good flashbangs from the CT side, keeping them held at this ramp position. Meanwhile, Cooper in mid takes down Sempis. Zotic will try and right back on Silent, keeping the man advantage for the T side, and Drone's going to make it even more so. Freakazoid going for him. Zelsis still on 15 HP, but he grabs this AWP plate. Now 2 versus 3 with the AWPs to retake. Surely we should just be better switching out to one of the rifles. But Cooper catches Davey. That's the bomb dropped. And the cross is locked. The T side need to peek in towards him. They will flash him, push him back out of position, but he's going to still try and deny the opportunity for Drone, and he takes him down. That's it. No chance for Cutler. 10 seconds left. The bomb's out in the open. He hasn't got time to play this one. Actually, the AWP will miss, but Cooper peeks in from the other side. A 4K for Cooper. Just barely holding on for Swole Patrol. Bringing a 6th towards that CT board. Two AWPs still in play for Swole Patrol. This is the same setup that's worked out so well so far for them. And Splyce take things back to basics. Here we go. Full basic execution. Smokes down towards connector, jungle, CT. Silent still going to get on towards ticket booth, and the counter Molotovs will keep them back here. Now flashbangs outrun Zelsis, going to catch none of it. Eventually one does catch Zelsis, but it's not enough to keep him away. He's still held back, and they try and combine. Sempis down. Silent gets Drone. 5 on 3. Zelsis peeks back in alongside Ryan. They get 2 more frags. It's a flawless hold from Swole Patrol. Oh, and a headshot to close out the half. 7 to 8. Splyce in the lead, but Swole Patrol. Slow start again. They turn it back around. A very close half from the CT side. Now, if they bring their aggression to play, then might get very, very interesting. They have a 57% T-side bias in their rounds 1. If they can hold off executions like that from Splyce, then, well, they might know what makes it tick so far. Let's find out. Pistols out. Kevlar coming in from most players. The fuse kit out for Splyce, maybe. Drone, Davey to invest. Okay, Drone's going to go with Kevlar. Davey, what do you got for us? Another piece of Kevlar, so no diffuse kit. Swole Patrol have the utility in play. Both the smokes going to get used early. Where towards? Let's see. One towards connector and one towards the sniper nest, it seems. Sempis will still be here towards mid to try and catch off Cooper, and Freakazoid taps his way on through, looking for the headshot. Desperately connects it on Freakazoid, but Cooper with the return frag, and now the T-Side make the quick push in. It's Cooper, Zelsis, all the rest of them pushing out, but they all get shut down, pick for pick for the CT side, and Drone ends up with a 3K. And a very nice hold from the Splyce CT side. Disallowing the push from Sprawl. Disallowing the bomb plant from Swole as well. They're going to have to force buy in this one. CZ's out. 2 Deagles. Kevlar helmets. A flash for Freakazoid. And an XM1014 for Davey. Okay. We've already started, haven't we? Well, he's going in towards the apartments, and, well, in theory, this should be a relatively decent weapon to play at this kind of a range. Especially since he's not aggressing. He's just going to jump, peek it, get a nade out in case he wants to do some early damage, and Sempis is going to get both the frags towards mid. Out through connector, 2 players down in underpass. Cutler gets Silent as well, peeking out from Palace. Very little remains for Swole Patrol at this point. They're just sealing picks. I don't really need to. Zelsis, the last man that remains, up towards top mid. Freakazoid's coming back there to come ahead and join him, but Zelsis is going to die, and Zotic's going to get a final frag. All 5 stay alive. Not a single point of damage done to the CT side, so not a bad round from Splyce. keeping all their investment. I think they've only got to reinvest in utility. Swole Patrol, a flashbang for Ryan. Gonna set up the T side to rush straight out of Palace. They're looking for a bomb plant and nothing more. Semphis, first smoke down. Grenade in, trying to do as much damage as possible, but they're not bunched up. Cooper just tanks most of it and keeps his teammates alive, loses his life eventually. Actually, it's silent the first round of fall, but Cooper and Ryan and Freakazoid very quickly follow. Again, another solid round from the CTs. Even Cutler staying alive at 46 points of health. Now, Swole Patrol. AWP for Cooper. 2 AKs coming out. I imagine the other 2 will follow on Silent and Ryan. No head armor for Cooper, but his ranges, it shouldn't be a major problem. Let's see where Swole Patrol are going to play this one. The bomb's going out towards middle. Now we're going to play passive towards mid. A perfect play considering where Cutler, Drone, actually 4 of the players from Splyce are going. Will they bite the bullet and go a little bit further? A tempting fate. But they're not going to do it. They're going to hold back. They're just going to hold face and gain this mid control at the expense of a potential A or B hit. But they keep Swole Patrol held up here towards the mid position. 2 players, an AWP, the AK, and the bomb. And now the flashbang, sorry, the smoke actually, sorry, comes out. The flashbang in from Silent to try and keep them suppressed. As they peek out, line up, the AWP gets Cutler. Damage being done by the rifle from mid. Drone trying to back down as Zotic holds close right here. Ryan gets 1 frag and Zotic gets down Cooper. 5, 3, 2 on 2 now. Zotic trying to hold on against Silent, sprays his way on through and turns it all to Zelsis as the last man remaining. Davy's got to pick up one of these rifles to make this retake work. Never mind, actually, they've got bomb control. Didn't even realize that. It's all Zelsis alone. They will trade out their weapons for an AWP or an AK here. Zelsis going to peek at towards Sniper Nest, and Zotic's got him covered. Shuts him down. That's the 12th round of the ball for Splyce. Four rounds on the board for this CT side. Things aren't looking amazing from Swole Patrol. P250's out, 2 CZs. T side going towards this B apartments default. Silent and Freakazoid are the 2 players and start to peek up against Davy and Drone. Davy is the man taking most of the aggression, just jump peeking again. Actually, Drone, great spray. He catches Silent's head. Perfectly done. Perfectly predicted. Is a kill against an eco pistol, but regardless, it's not an easy shot to pull off no matter who you're up against. Splyce in the man advantage already. Swole Patrol trying to wrap around and find another angle, find another position to work off of, and yeah, they will go towards connector. Bomb to make his way in from ramp. Cutler gets dinged down. Zelsis with a quick trade. M4 picked up, but Semphis takes him out. Looks to take Freakazoid out of play. And meanwhile, the AWP shuts it down. 4 players staying alive for Splyce. 13-7 so far. A max loss bonus out for Swole Patrol. They are going to invest, of course. AWP on Cooper. Silent. Just considering that second AWP. I mean, it worked well on CT side, but I don't know how well it will work for the Ts. Taking mid-presence, Cooper and Silent. 2 players up there. Smokes will keep them pretty decently covered alongside Ryan, who pushes up close. And they've gained mid control pretty easily. Bomb yet to commit though, so they've got options. But very passive. Swole Patrol scattered. Does leave them open to a couple of frags that won't get traded if they do go to the favour of the CT side, but plenty of map control for them. And it looks like they're set up to go towards A site. Slowly wrapping in. 45 seconds remain. Swole Patrol will run this clock down very low, but they've only got 2 CTs. Both of them are close. Freakazoid first peeking up, taking out Sempis, looking for Cutler next. Spots him, sprays him, does take him down. 2 for nothing trade. Drone going to try and rotate quick and try and cut off this bomb from getting down. If he can take the bomb planted, then maybe that's a good idea. But he takes Ryan, and no more than that. Zelsis getting Freakazoid on the bomb site. 2 versus 4. The bomb will go down. A very difficult retake for Davey and Zotic. They may consider throwing in the towel. Zotic is still out towards Sean. He does take Silent out. Cooper, meanwhile, the other AWP in the server, catches the angle on Davey, takes him down. And yeah, Zotic just left. We'll still peek in from Connector. Try to see if we can do anything from here, but 3 T-side players. Once he takes the first player down, the trade can come in so easily from the rest of them. Even the backstabbing coming from Freakazoid may not allow him to get out alive, so very difficult picker he's got himself in towards. He misses the shot on Zelsis, so he backs right off. Freakazoid there to try and cover him off, and yeah, that takes him down. Finally, a round on the board for the Swole Patrol squad. A very difficult ordeal in the last few rounds. Despite winning that one, we're going to have a double up setup back in play on the Splyce side. They reinvest, looking for a reset against Swole Patrol. This is entirely plausible. We've seen it so many times today so far. If you've been watching from the CIS stuff especially, then you know exactly what I'm talking about, but CT side. Holding out decent defensive. They are pushed away from mid control. Zotic forced out with the utility, the standard utility they put in there, the smoke flashbangs. Swole Patrol, again playing around this mid presence, this mid control. They gain slow control of mid. They don't take it so quickly, but it's more than enough to set themselves up for the necessary setups. The bomb on the back of Cooper. He's got the AWP and he's going in towards the apartments. And this looks like it might be a B split. He could still rotate towards underpass and go to A, but I don't see any reason why he'd do that now. Although I say that, he's going there. But no, the T's eventually form up. They converge on B. It's up to Drone and Davey to defend it, and Silent spotted one. He tried to take the firefight against Drone, but he's forced to back off since AWP control is putting him down. Actually, Zotic comes in from the other side, tries to leg him, but only gets the leg. 20 HP remains on Silent, and he stays alive. Ryan there to try and get the trade. Will spot Sempis, will take him down, but doesn't get the AWP out of play. Meanwhile, Drone, close on the apartment, spots Freakazoid, takes him down. Zotic comes through, Davey comes through, and it's a very nice hold from the CT side. As Drone gets 2 in the 14th round, sits on Splyce. That's a loss bonus reset against Swole Patrol with only money that they saved. Not looking good for the the T side. Swole at this point realize they have to force it. Very, very difficult to try and make work here. Drone first in, actually loses the fight against Silent and Ryan, but he still peeks up, almost gets the second as a second man. Actually, I thought it was a second man towards underpass, but no. So I didn't go down there, but they still will put a man there, try and see if they can get the refrags. It's a 4-on-4 situation. The CTs have Davey pushed up towards the apartments. He takes down Ryan. The bomb on the back of Zelsis. Zotic still peeks out. Gets taken down with a CZ, however. So back to evens will go. This force play can still work out. And yeah, Freakazoid and Zelsis combine onto another frag. Bomb yet to go down, though. They got 2 rifles to play with. And she's also going to try and put it down. I hope he doesn't cross it towards Davy's crosshair, but Cutler and Davy respond anyway. So up to Cooper, 1 versus 1. Davy on 16 HP. He's trying to spray, take down the low HP that remains on the last player for the CT side. He picks up the bomb as well. And Davy with the AWP. Doesn't know where Cooper's holding in from, but will still peek close with this one. This is a very, very risky kind of play. Cooper may have it in the bag off basis, but no. Davy's trying to peek, trying to find the angle. 1 shot's all he needs, but the same goes for Cooper, and Davy may have the angle, spots him, and takes him down. Splyce on that point. Mirage has not gone very well for Swole Patrol. And again, they can take solace in the fact that Train is their pick. This was Splyce's pick, for those who are just joining us. A clutch coming in from the AWP, the Splyce side. The double AWP's coming out, Swole Patrol, forcing things down. They have no choice. They have to go for this. 5 full sets of utility from Swole Patrol with the CZs. I mean, hell, that might just be about as close to a full buy as you can get here for the Ts. Have to find out Swole Patrol flashing their way in, using everything that they can. Sempis takes out Ryan, kicks things off for Splyce. Selzis returns fire, though. I don't know how he managed to find out. I think that was coming in from the backstab towards Palace. As Cutler still holds back towards CT stairs, sprays down Silence, sprays down Cooper. A 2-on-4, a 1-on-4 as it gets close, takes down the last Selzis. There's nothing he can really do. Try and hold on with the AWP, but I think this one is over, and indeed it is. 16-8, a confident map taken by the Splyce side. And yeah, about as well as you would expect it to go if this was your map pick. 16-8, it definitely isn't a bad scoreline, but we'll go to a break. We'll go to the next map. It was picked by Swole Patrol. It is Train, so don't go anywhere. We're back after these adverts.
LootBet, online esports betting. Dota, CSGO, Overwatch, Hearthstone, and many more. Bet on tournament matches or in-game events while viewing them live. Deposit using money, bitcoins, or even skins. Join LootBet now. Use the code you see here when you deposit and grab your bonus.